students. Today we'll start the second part of fourth module. In first part we have a derivation for the torque which will be done later. So in the second part, the first topic is nature of magnetic materials. It is a theoretical part. I have given the page number in the notes. Make some important points from the textbook. And the second part is magnetization and permeability. We'll go through that topic today. Here it deals with bounded charges and ampere current. The bounded charges are defined as electrical charges which are bounded with the nucleus, and the current produced by these bounded charges is called ampere current. So ampere current is IB and the surface area is ds, and the figure is shown. So with this we will find out the dipole moment. The dipole moment is represented as m is equal to IB into ds, bounded current into surface area. If you want to know n number of dipole moments per unit volume, it is represented as n into delta V. So total number of dipole moments is m total is equal to summation I is equal to 1 running from n to delta V mi. Call it as equation 1. Next we'll move when the dipoles are aligned towards differential length TL, then dipoles are magnetized, and it is the dot product of differential surface and differential length. Since it is a dot product, it is represented using cos theta. So ds dot dl is equal to ds dl cos theta. Call it as equation 2. For n dipoles, it is n ds dl. Call it as equation 3. So for differential bounded current is equal to n into IB ds dl. Differential current dIB is equal to capital M. So magnetic, we will write it as with capital M, m dot dl. When we apply, since we have taken a differential bounded current, now apply it for complete surface area. So it becomes IB is equal to integration closed surface m dot dl, which call it as equation 5. This capital M is called magnetization or magnetic moment per unit volume. That is the important equation. So the total current IT is equal to I plus IB. I is the current due to free electrons and IB is the current due to bounded electrons. Next we'll apply the Ampere circuit law which we had seen in the third module. IT is equal to closed integral H dot dl, where H represents magnetic field intensity and B represents magnetic flux density. Here we are using H dot dl. So I is equal to IT minus IB from the equation. Substitute the value for IT and IB. We'll get I is equal to integration B by mu naught minus capital M. We got this B by mu naught by the equation B is equal to mu naught into H. So equation 6 and 7 we got. Comparing equation 6 and 7, we'll get H is equal to B by mu naught minus M, where the capital M is magnetization. This equation will be required to solve the problems. Next we'll get equation 8, B is equal to mu naught into H plus M. That is one important equation which represents, this represents magnetization and permeability. We can write the circuit equations in terms of current density which has been shown. All this is been explained in the notes also. Next we'll see the magnetic susceptibility which is defined as M is equal to xi m h, magnetic susceptibility. Okay, for a given isotropic media, the magnetic susceptibility is defined as m is equal to xi m h. It has a different symbol. I have given that symbol in the notes. You can go through the textbook also. So this is all about magnetization and permeability. Hope you have understood. Thank you.